everybody, how is everyone going? It's Evangeline here and welcome back to my channel. So it's Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day to all of you, to all the mothers in the world. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. I hope you're having an amazing day today. So I would love to honor my mom. Her name is Sylvia, for everything that she has done for the family, for all the sacrifice that she has done, for all the prayer that she has prayed upon our family. So in today's video, I just want to share with you about my mom. My mom is my best friend. She's not only my mother, she's not only somebody I look up to, she is my best friend, she is a mentor, she is my listening ear, and I know that I can go to her for anything and everything under the sun. So there are so many things that I learned about my mom. My mom is caring, she has a beautiful heart, she is loving, she is generous, she is sacrificial, she puts other people's need above hers. She is she doesn't have she has a good heart, so she has nothing but nice things to say about somebody. Am I making sense? So she only has good things to say about somebody. So the first thing I learned about my mom is she puts the family's needs, the children's needs above hers. I remember my mom will always make sure that the family is well fed, that we get good food, that we will have enough food, you know. And my mom will do takeaways sometimes when she's tired from cooking, from work. She'll take takeaways and she'll get us really good food, but she doesn't get anything for herself, and she will just eat instant noodle or bread, which you know, it really is such an amazing thing for my mom to do. And I'm sure not only my mom does it, I'm sure all the mom will do that as well for their children. And I also remember my mom, every Chinese New Year, every Christmas, she'll make sure we get new shoes, new clothes, new everything as well. Whereas she would not get anything for herself. She would just wear all the clothes and all the shoes, you know. Like she says, like, I don't need new clothes or new shoes. As long as you guys have new clothes and new shoes, that's all that matters. So that way my mom is very sacrificial in that way. And the second thing I learned about my mom is she is very generous, extremely generous. She would help out anybody that is in need, and she would want to bless people however she can. You know, my mom, our family, we're not rich people. We live a modest life, but yet my mom is able to help other people as well, to be generous, to help in terms of finances, in terms of her time as well, to the people that needs it, especially to our family, to us and our family and our extended family as well. So if you've come over to our place for dinner before, you know that there is always more than enough food to eat. My mom will cook a storm. She will cook so much that you can actually take home food for the next day, or you know, we can take food to bring to school the next day, kind of thing. So that is how generous my mom is. I know my mom will always like if somebody needs help picking up kids from school, she would do that. From tuition class, she would do that as well. And my mom, when we were younger as well, I know how generous she is she, like I said, she would spend so much on her family, her extended family, and not on herself. I guess that's also being very sacrificial as well. And like I said in a couple minutes ago, our family, we're not rich family, we're just very average, modest family. And I learned from my mom is that she's very good with money handling. Like important things, she says, we'll get it. Things that are not important, we don't have to get it yet. We can get it later when we have enough finances. I know that she makes sure that we save money. We always save money. I remember every time I come home from Australia to Malaysia, my mom always be like, all right, let's go to your EPF and see how much money we have. We can put inside there and see how much interest we will get. You know, my mom is so good that way. She ties a lot. That's one thing I learned about her as well. She gives to God. Her first fruit, she gives it to God. Even though when we don't have enough, she makes sure she honors God with her finances. That is my mom. And that's one thing I learned as well from her. The last thing out of the many things that I learned from my mom is that whenever she says no, there is always a reason behind her no. She will always tell us the reason why you do not go out late at night. You need to come home as early as you can, or before 12, is because out there it is dangerous on your own or even with friends. Cars drive recklessly because the roads are empty, and she wants us to be safe. So whenever we said, "Ma, can we come back at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.?" she said, "No, come home before 12 o'clock. And whenever she punishes us when we were younger, she always tells us at the end of the day, before sun sets, she will say, "The reason why mommy punished you is because of this, because mommy doesn't want you to suffer next time. Mommy wants you to learn while you're younger, so that in the future you will have that character, that good personality, that looked upon character," if you get what I mean. So I remember there was one time I must have misbehaved. I must have gone against her will. and she found out that I went against her will. So I was disobedient. And I remember she took the cloth hanger. Yeah, she hit my hand. And I was very mad at her. I was so angry. I'm like, in my heart, I was like, who on earth is she to hit me? I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even do anything. I didn't hurt anybody. I just maybe went against her will. And I was so mad with her. And I remember before sunset, she came into my room and she sat down with me and she said, "You know why mommy hit you? Mommy hit you because this is not how you're supposed to be acting. This is not what you should be doing because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G." And I remember her saying to me that it is always harder when she has to punish us, because she doesn't want to hit us, she doesn't want to cane us. And it really breaks her heart that she has to punish us, that she has to hit us. And I really thank mommy for doing that, for really disciplining us and disciplining us so well that we turn out the way we are today. And I'm just so honored to be her daughter. I'm so blessed, beyond blessed, to have a mother like her, who is not only a mom, but she is a prayer warrior for us. Mom prays for us every day, morning and night. I remember waking up as a young child, even up to now, whenever I'm home, the first thing my mom does in the morning is she goes and spends time with God. She prays to God. She reads his Bible, read his word, meditate on them, and pray for the family. And that is one thing I grasp from my mom, that spending time with God in the morning is so important, and just really putting our trust and faith in God. And she really instilled in us, that God has a purpose for you. God has a future for you. God has a plan for you, and God loves you with all of his heart. He knows who you are, and he wants you to be somebody that he has planned for you to be, if that makes sense, if that sentence even makes sense. But yes, my mom is a prayer warrior. She is a lovable person. She is such a huggable person, and I miss spending Mother's Day with her. It's been about 12 years, I think, since the last time I celebrated Mother's Day with her, because I'm in Australia at the moment, pursuing career and everything. So, Mommy, thank you so much for everything that you have done for this family. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you have done for this family. Papa, Mama, Papa, Aaron, Brian, and myself, we are so honored and truly beyond blessed for having you in our life. And I just want to thank you for all the wise words that you have shared with us. Thank you for your knowledge that you have imparted upon us. Thank you for always praying for this family. And thank you so much that you always put our needs above yours. And I think it is time for us to look after you now, Ma. So thank you so much again, Ma, for everything that you have done. I thank you that I can go to you, I can run to you, I can always open my heart to you and share with you the things that I am going through. And I know that you will never judge me. So before I end this video for my mom, I just want to read a couple of verses from Proverbs 31 in the Bible, verse 25 all the way to the end. And this one really talks about women, moms in particular, women or mother in particular. So here it goes. Proverbs 31 verse 25 all the way down to 31 says, "Bold power and glorious majesty are wrapped around her, as she laughs with joy over the latter days. Her teachings are filled with wisdom and kindness, as loving instruction pours from her lips. She watches over the ways of her household and meets every need they have. Her sons and daughters arise in one accord to extol her virtues, and her husband arises to speak of her in glowing terms. There are many valiant and noble ones, but you have ascended above them all. Charm can be misleading, and beauty is vain and so quickly fades. But this virtuous woman lives in the wonder, awe, and fear of the Lord. She will be praised throughout eternity. So go ahead and give her the credit that is due, for she has become a radiant woman, and all her loving works of righteousness deserves to be admired at the gateways of every city." So happy Mother's Day again to you, Ma, and to every mothers in this world. Appreciate your mom, guys, kids. Love on your mom, appreciate your mom, and know that they always do their best for you. And I know that my mom always puts her best in everything that she does, especially for this family. So happy Mother's Day again, Mommy. I love you so much. We love you so much. And hopefully we can celebrate Mother's Day soon together. Who knows? Maybe. I love you, Ma. Thank you so much for everything again. I love you so much. 사랑해요, 어머니.